This really is the difference. This is the difference between entrepreneurs who make it and entrepreneurs who don't fucking make it. Entrepreneurs who don't make it are constantly looking for the hack way to do it. What can I bolt onto my business to make it appear that we care? But I'm going to tell you right now, there ain't no fucking bullshit about it. It's just hard. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of attention. It takes a lot of awareness. And by the way, does the ball get dropped sometimes? Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's the nature of the game. Like, you're not going to fucking win every single fucking time. You're not going to score a touchdown every time you touch the fucking ball. Sometimes you're going to fumble the ball. Sometimes you're going to fumble the ball and the other team's going to pick the motherfucker up and run it for a touchdown. You see what I'm saying? It's just playing the game. And the more you play the game, the more you learn, the better you get, and the more you realize that this is a lifelong commitment to experience of your business. And if we're really breaking it down, we're at a point in business where every single business is a commodity, every single one, because the barrier to entry is so low because of the internet. And people that didn't live pre-internet era don't understand this. Like, you couldn't just go online and Google, where do I start my widget company? Like, who sells the widgets? Where can I go to Alibaba? There was nowhere to go.
Yeah.
The barrier to entry was extremely high because you had to know people. You had to have relationships. You had to go to trade shows and meet people, and maybe they could solve your problem. Bro, it was incredibly labor intensive to even get off the ground. Today, it's not that way. All right. So everybody's can get into business so easy that there's a lot of people that shouldn't even fucking be in business. And because they get in business so easy, they don't understand what the fucking objective is. You ask those people what business is about, they will always respond the exact same way. What's the purpose of your business? Well, to make money, no shit. No, that's how I know you're going to be broke, because that's not the purpose of your business. The purpose of your business is to serve your customer and solve a problem that they may be struggling with in a way that makes them say, holy fuck, these guys really give a fuck and they solve my problem. And how do you get people to say, holy shit, these guys actually give a fuck and they solve my problem? By actually giving a fuck and solving their problems. And so, like, dude, that shit takes effort and it's hard as fuck. And people can't appreciate how I'm glad it's this way, because I see these guys come in, I see these guys go out. I see them come in, I see them go out. It doesn't matter what business. I could talk about every single fucking business I'm in. In, out, in, out, in, out. Because the barrier to entry is so low, people think they can start and it's just, dude, you don't learn the principles that you need to learn because the struggle is so hard. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So, like, dude, think about this. So I want you you guys really fucking think about this. You go on the internet right now, most of you guys have fucking at least a few hundred followers. Okay. Even if you don't even try, you have a couple hundred people that you know. You're able, when you start a business, to tell those 200 people that you know about your business. You could go through the DMs, write them a personal message. It would take you one fucking day to do. And all of a sudden you've got at least 100 people that really know what you're doing. And you probably got 20 that are buying your shit. And that's, to them, to these people nowadays, that sounds hard. That sounds difficult. Okay. Now you take that same perspective with me, where I didn't have fucking internet. I didn't have social media. All right. I open up my motherfucking store and I'm standing out in the front of it like, well, fuck, what do we do now? Right. So I go out and I walk around Springfield, Missouri, introducing myself to people, telling people what I did. And I did that for years. All right. I'm talking about walking up and down the fucking streets, not fucking driving, walking. Okay. Who do you think values their customers more?
Right.
Who do you think values their customer? When that one customer comes in that I spent 3 days trying to get, that one motherfucker, what kind of treatment do you think they're getting? You understand?
Yeah.
Massive perspective difference. Massive perspective difference. And most of the companies now in any industry see their customers as the scenario that I didn't have, which is they don't value them as much because they're easier to get.
You didn't have to work for them.
Yeah. But if you can take that if you could take that appreciation and that gratitude and that understanding of value of every single fucking one customer, and you can scale that out with technology, can't be beat, bro. Nobody can beat you.
No.
Can't be beat. It's impossible. Cannot be beat. Okay. But the problem is that a lot of you young bucks have a really hard time grasping the potential power of that one customer. You're fucking spoiled is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So one customer can change your fucking life, bro. You don't believe me? Go read the story of Dell Computer and a guy named Jeff Jarvis. I'm not going to even tell the story. Go Google it and fucking read it for yourself. Read what Jeff Jarvis did to Dell. Okay, I'll tell you. All right. I'll tell you the rough framework. Here's the fucking rough framework of the fucking power of one customer, one experience. Dell, back in the day, was one of the biggest computer companies. All right. PCs, laptops, all that shit. They were right up there with fucking Apple and everybody else. They were, now a lot of people are like, who? Right? Well, I'm going to tell you why you think who. Okay. They had this guy, his name was Jeff Jarvis. Jeff Jarvis was a blogger back when blogging was the fucking shit. Except Dell didn't know that Jeff Jarvis was a blogger. All right. So Jeff Jarvis loved Dell computers. Jeff Jarvis ordered a new laptop. The laptop had a whole bunch of problems. $1,200 laptop, $1,200. Okay. Probably cost him fucking $300 to make. The guy asked for an exchange. They wouldn't give the exchange. Now, it's been a long time since I read this story, so if you go Google it, there's some details I'm missing. They say no. So this dude, and they not only know, they like were rude to him about it. Like, no, we're not fucking doing shit for you. And this guy had bought many computers from them before. So real cost, $300-$400 on that computer. Maybe less. I don't even know what they cost to make. This guy, who has, at the time, one of the world's biggest blogs, starts to write in his blog about the experience from Dell and how they fucked him. This guy ended up costing Dell 10 fucking figures of business. Jeez. Billions of fucking dollars. Because the stupid customer service rep at Dell didn't just do what the fuck was right, which is take care of your fucking loyal ass customers.
Not because he's a blogger, not because...
That's right.
Yeah.
Because he's just a dude who's having a problem with his computer.
Because he's a customer.
And they didn't know. Yeah. Now, if they knew he was a blogger, I'm sure they would have kissed his ass.
Oh, for sure.
But that's the point.
Yeah.
You should always pretend like all of your customers have the power to make you or break you and treat them as such. That's how you should be doing it. And if you're not doing it that way, it's because you don't value, because you've never struggled and you don't know what it's like to go out on the street and get one motherfucking customer. I challenge every motherfucker listening to this, I challenge you. Instead of going on the internet, instead of fucking going on a computer, instead of going to your e-com ads for one fucking day, take your fucking fat ass and walk around your street. Okay. And I'll allow you might live in the suburbs. Go park yourself in a place where there's some business.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Walk up and down the street and try to make a customer. And then tell me if you fucking value them after that. Change your whole fucking life.
Real shit, man. Andy, I love that.
It's the truth. I'm so thankful. I'm so fucking thankful that stuck with me. Like, a lot of people are like, how did you endure those first 10 years? Because at 10 years, bro, I still had retail stores that saw 0 people. How'd you do this? How'd you do that? Fuck, I did it one customer at a time, dude. One at a time. It's the only way to do business. And these young bucks, you guys listening right now, most of you don't have this perspective because you weren't allowed to have the perspective. Mm-hmm. So I'm not blaming you for not having it.
Yeah, it's not your
but
fault.
You should take the opportunity to try and gain as much of that perspective as possible, because if you truly value that one customer, then you would treat all your customers differently.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. I love it.